I've heard from many that you're the fiercest hunter in all of the river bottoms. Please show me your ways." A younger crocodile swam up next to the old crocodile as he floated at the river's edge. The old crocodile awoke from a long afternoon nap, looked at the young crocodile with one of his reptilian eyes, said nothing, and then fell back asleep atop the water. Feeling frustrated and disrespected, the young crocodile swam upriver to catch some catfish, leaving a flurry of bubbles in his wake. "I'll show him," he told himself. Later that day, the young crocodile went back to the old crocodile, who was still sleeping, and began bragging to him about his successful hunt. "Today, I caught 2 meaty catfish. What did you catch? Nothing? Maybe you're not so tough after all." Unfazed, the old crocodile looked at the young crocodile again, said nothing, closed his eyes, and floated atop the water as tiny minnows nibbled lightly at the algae on his underbelly. The young crocodile was angry that he couldn't get a response from the elder, so he swam upstream a second time to see what he could catch. He was able to track down a small crane after a few hours of thrashing around. With a smile on his face, he swam back to the old crocodile, determined to show him who the true hunter was. Something had changed, though. A large wild beast was sipping an afternoon drink just inches from the old crocodile's head. The old crocodile bolted out of the water, wrapped his jaws around the great wild beast, and dragged him under the river. Awestruck, the young crocodile swam up with the tiny bird in his mouth and watched as the old crocodile devoured his 500-pound meal. "Please, tell me," asked the young crocodile. How did you do it?" The old crocodile finally responded through mouthfuls of wild beast. "I didn't do anything." Hello and welcome to Startup Bits. Today, we will learn the essential skills that every entrepreneur must have, regardless of whether you are just starting your business or running an established one. If someone had told you that spending more time doing nothing would yield better results, you would have rolled your eyes and continued to work your 16-hour day. You must believe that in order to be successful, you must constantly build, work, grow, and develop the next thing, whatever that thing may be. Busyness is a problem for all of us. However, being busy and being successful are not synonymous, and I believe that if we prioritize doing nothing, we would catch more wild beasts than measly catfish. The startup founders we know today, hardcore workaholics who despise anything that suggests complacency. They are, of course, only the tip of a much larger social iceberg that is disrupted with fear at the possibility of doing nothing. The world now measures value in terms of busyness versus work quality. Being busy has become something of a status symbol in many ways. We've come to subconsciously judge a person's worth based on how many hours they work, how much they have on their plate, and, simply put, whether or not they run around like a chicken with their head cut off. Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week taunts this concept by joking that if you want a promotion, you should appear busier by working longer hours, scrambling around, and constantly answering emails. But sooner or later, we must all ask ourselves what our mission is: to be the busiest or to have the greatest impact. And what's fascinating is that when we look at some of the greatest minds to have ever lived, we notice an interesting commonality. They all make time to do nothing. Busy founders have begun incorporating think weeks into their annual schedules, which are week-long periods spent reflecting, reading, thinking, and living outside the all-encompassing world of running a business. While young founders like Skillshare's Mike Carnjana-Prakorn, as well as big names like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and Tim Ferriss have adopted this practice, it was Bill Gates who popularized the Think Week. For many years, as CEO of Microsoft, Bill Gates would take week-long Think Weeks twice a year, not vacations, but actual periods of time dedicated to doing nothing. Gates was so adamant about his think weeks that he kept away from family, friends, and Microsoft employees from participating. Today, Gates credits much of Microsoft's success to big ideas and concepts he discovered while doing nothing. However, you do not have to exclude family and friends in order to have a think week. Force yourself to disconnect from all forms of technology on either Saturday or Sunday, a practice known as a digital Sabbath. Turn off your phone and put it in your closet. Turn off the laptop and place it under your bed. Also, make every effort to avoid binge-watching Netflix. Allow your brain to think by taking a break from the daily grind and doing nothing. Your mind will have more time to come up with new ideas and process old ones. You may find that the success that results from this practice is similar to that of the old crocodile mentioned at the start of this article. While we tell ourselves that we can accomplish more by scrambling, it is sometimes better to close our eyes and float, and then wait until the wild beast appears. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. More than 80% of viewers are non-subscribers, according to analytics. Please show your support by subscribing to the channel. See you in the video below.